Hello, this is WindwakerSD coming to you from GoBattleLog.com. Today we're featuring part 1 of an absolutely insane legend run from CLeonardo77 where he gains 421 ELO in 4 days. He does this only using teams generated by the AMG 3000 on GoBattleLog.com. The anti-meta generator works by users inputting the teams that they face in Go Battle League into the Go Battle Log, and Aaron has created an algorithm that focuses on those Pokemon most often encountered and comes up with teams that are safe to run against the current meta. CLeonardo's first team that we feature today is Brainy Castform, Kanto Ninetales, and Sableye. What I really like about this team is that all 3 Pokemon are very balanced between fast move and charge move pressure, and it really allows Leonardo to be on the offensive and control the pace of both shields and switch advantage. We stream these battles on Twitch, so we'll be moving over to the Twitch stream shortly. I'm really excited for you to see this amazing gameplay. Now to the battles.
Okay, so again, we got another Goon lead.
Yeah, so many obstacle leads in this meta. It was really frequent. Yeah, as always, I'm not shielding. I'm really fine with winning the zero shield scenario, of course. I know that I can tank this. I will survive this, and I'm gonna reach the water ball.
Yeah, now Obstagoon is low enough that even if they shield, really can't pressure you too much.
Yeah, and here I decide to let my Castform go down because I have the hard counter for Beedrill. So I don't really mind to farm up and forcing a shield here if they want shield. But yeah, at this point I'm committed to shielding twice and farming down. And I have a Crobat. So that's Nick and Air Slash, but yeah, this shouldn't be a problem. Okay, this should be a Possum Fang. I will leave this, but I will not survive to the next Air Slash, so that's why I'm swapping into Sableye. I know that I will outpace this Crobat to the charge move, and they are squishy enough to go down with my foul play.
Nice, well played.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think right there, something I think everybody can kind of learn from is, man, that Crobat, if they had built up just a little bit more energy before they threw, for one, that Poison Fang didn't even KO, but then they just ensured that they were basically completely energy dry, and then it would just be whatever you had in back, whoever gets to the charge move first wins. So it's good to remember to always maybe build up one or two more before throwing right there if you're on the other end of that game.
Yeah, of course. Just maximizing the energy gain is a mantra that needs to be repeated over and over because it's the ultimate key to be successful in the game.
Nice. Hypno. This is always tough to go Confusion against one turn because you don't want to give away that free an entire you don't want to give away an entire free Confusion. But
yeah,
really nice.
What I do, so usually what I do is throw in my Weather Ball water, and in the third turn or the fast move, but they decide to shield to win the lead. I'm totally fine with this because now I can soak this move. I'm afraid this is gonna be a Shadow Ball, but I don't want to shield yet. Okay, this is not great. But they are staying in. And I don't remember what do they have in the back, but yeah, if they are staying, I'm really fine with this. Really fine with this. Okay, so they let it go, but this is just a visual glitch. But they actually let it go, the move, and they have an Alolan Max. I don't know why they let me farm up a lot of energy with no really serious damage dealt to me, because now I have two weather balls ready.
Oh, nice catch.
Yeah, I kind of needed to. I wasn't sure I wasn't able to win the CMP tie, but yeah, I still have a shield, and we can go for the ultimate flex. Yeah.
Nice. End the game with a solar beam.
Yeah. First nuke landed.
On a Wigglytuff in the red.
Yeah.
Okay, Goon again.
Another one. Yeah. Another Goon. Another Hypno safe swap. I'm fine with this. So this is going to be a punch. And as the first game, just go for the CMP tile on the second one, maximizing the energy gain in order to threaten a shield with return.
Ooh, let it go.
Yeah, let it go, which is super nice. I think this is the game with Victini in the back, actually. Yeah, I snap it down. Yeah, and there's a Victini.
Ooh, yeah.
But props to them,
GG.
because they are not surrendering. So they are even shielding. And yeah, I just need to play safe and continue water gunning this Victini to the death.
Yeah, they were in a tough spot.
Yeah, definitely. Hard counter city.
Ooh, Cresselia.
Yeah, insta swap into Sableye, as I have 2 hard responses, but they weigh too much, and they let me farm up to 5 Shadow Claws, I think. So yeah.
I wonder if they were thinking maybe about throwing a Moonblast and then change their mind. Or
So
I guess they were trying to catch a foul play. I don't know. Interesting.
Yeah, but I would have thrown foul play in any case. So yeah, probably they wanted to maximize the energy without being hit by a foul play. But yeah, at this point, they could have soaked a foul play and forced the shield with Moonblast. But they made the worst play in my opinion, because they just gave me 5 Shadow Claws of advantage on Sableye. So I took 2 shields, and I took and I also won switch. So yeah. So I let this go. I want this matchup to be energy dry.
Interesting.
And also because I know that my Rainy Cast Form is not gonna be really useful against this team. Since Cresselia is likely to have Grass Knot. So I know that my win condition is Ninetales. It's Canto Ninetales. So I can tank another move. So I just okay. I can shield here, just doubling up. Yeah, so I also do another fire spin, because I wasn't 100%. I was 100% sure that the weather ball was gonna kill that Machamp at that range. So I really wanted to deal some more damage. And so since this Machamp was energy dry, I knew I could afford making another fast move. So another neutral lead.
Yeah, and if you're going to see Wizcash, you definitely want to see it here with this team.
Yeah, of course. So if I time my charge move correctly, so not in this case, but if I time my charge move correctly, I should be able to win the 0 shield. Not sure about the 2 shield. They snipe me down with Victory Belt, so very smart move. So here I throw and I don't farm because I want there's Whiscash to be switch locked against my Sibyl. So they are sending Whiscash into the fray, but they are switch locked and I'm not. So I can just farm. Oh, okay. Maybe I wasn't sure. Yeah, probably the best play would have been shielding once and farming down, because now I don't have any serious amount of energy to threaten 2 shields on Nidoqueen, because now I'm just 1 fast move short, and this is not great for me, because now my only play here is to double up on Weather Ball. So let's see if I can make it.
Yeah, that's gonna be this is a race to the finish. Gotta survive.
I double up, but I lose the even the first EMP tie.
Yeah,
super
he
close.
just needed the 8 turns.
Okay, so I'm happy with this lead, of course. So with a perfect timing, I should be able to win the 0 shield. So just make sure I don't let sneak any move through. I should be able to reach a 3rd Weather Ball, which looks crazy, but yeah, just in
Nice.
time. Two shields.
Wow.
So I actually won the 0 to 1. Yeah. But at this point, I have Sibyl with 2 shields. They store up to Hydro Cannon, and they have an Nidoqueen. So I probably will shield here. Okay, I don't shield because I was counting, I guess. So I probably farm even above 100 energy. I throw return because I knew that 1 return was not going to be enough, but I wanted to have more farm. So here I throw the foul play, and then I switch into Ninetales to reach the Weather Ball. So without even needing to spend the 2nd shield. Oh, okay, yeah, I need to spend the 2nd shield. But yeah, still it was closer than I expected. So after, wow, okay, super close. I didn't remember that game. Yeah, super close.
Oh, and we're back to Goon.
Yeah. You should get used to that. It's just the leitmotif of the whole Grey League remix. Good lead at this range was super common. Okay, so as always, I will leave this. And this shield. So yeah, I'm fine with this. I wanted to have some good farm with my Sibyl, but they are smart and they instant switch into Nidoqueen. Shadow 1. So yeah, even more threatening. I resisted Poison Fang, actually does a lot of damage.
I know it's really impressive how much damage that does.
Yeah. So I should shield. I don't know why I don't shield. I should have shielded. And also, yeah, I make one extra fast move, totally unnecessary. I just took more damage that I should. Yeah, but I have a Frostlass. So luckily for me, I have 2 super hard responses to this Frostlass. Yeah.
That's
If my opponent had another
anything even
person,
slightly neutral and back.
yeah, I should have shielded that Poison Fang with a hindsight. Okay, so usually, so what I've learned after this journey is that people don't love to shield Mandibas, even if I have Thunder. They don't really love to shield Mandibas. So now I know that they 90% of the time they let the first go through, even if this might be a Thunder. The second one they shield because now they are in Thunder range, and with the first one they are not yet in Thunder range. So I let this go because now I can farm some more.
Nice, got an extra fire spin through there.
Yeah, which is crucial. But yeah, I will go for the CMP tie, I think. Yeah. Okay, so what do they have in the back? They are staying.
Yeah, so having shield advantage here is going to really help against Wizcash.
Yeah. They should have something strong against Charmers. So yeah, most likely a Nidoqueen. They also shield. So yeah, I think I shield, yeah, and I go for return. 2, 3, 4, CMP tie. And yeah, it should be Nidoqueen. No, Dugong. Yeah, okay, let's beam.
Here we go. Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
That was
so
so much
satisfying.
damage.
So satisfying. The umpteenth Obstagoon lead.
Yeah, so now we're just wondering, will they shield and they swap away?
Yeah. I try to fake the Thunder, but they don't fall for the bait. But it was kind of a very risky play on their end.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Double
so I
poison.
decided not to shield the first one. Now I have a lot of energy. This is a poison jab mark. And I don't barely get it to the foul play, so this is not great. I still have a weather ball. So here, do I shield?
Oh,
I do at the last moment. Yeah,
I
it
know.
feels
I'm like
horrible.
gasping for breath. I was like, oh no.
Yeah, it feels
Is it
horrible.
gonna be an acid spray?
Yeah, I can't afford to let this move go. But yeah, I'm taking so much damage from counters. Yeah, so my only win condition here is to water gun down. And I also
Oh
get the boost.
no.
Yeah, well played.
The
Well
perfect
played.
storm. Perfect storm.
Definitely the acid spray bait made a difference there.
Yeah, and I mean sometimes that's just gonna happen when you save 2 shields for the back. You end up gotta shield something, so it just goes that way sometimes.
Yeah, it was still a positive set, so I'm not complaining. Okay, feels nice. Is it going to be
Interesting.
a Grassol team or not? So okay, so I leave my Ninetales deliberately with minimum health to be farmed down. I land this beam, which is nice. And then I can water gun this Empoleon. Just not barely, but yeah. Okay, so I blind throw this this Weather Ball. They do have Grassol, but yeah, if they don't sneak any move, I should be able to win this matchup. Although, yeah, this is very
it's going to be
very
close.
hard not to let any moves come through like this.
So 1 HP in a dream for this last
Yeah.
one. Thank goodness
Yeah.
it's only 5 to the third foul play.
Yeah, it was coming clutch. The energy discount on the third foul play. So Empoleon.
A second straight Empoleon that switched straight out.
Well, yeah, this is not a very pleasant matchup for Empoleon. So I understand why they decide to swap out. Anyway, yeah, I should be able to maintain alignment. They already shield, so I don't mind matching shields to guarantee I can keep the alignment.
So are we looking at a triple water team?
It might be. I don't remember this game actually. I think I won this, but I don't remember how.
Oh no, Wiggly.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah, you love to see it.
Interesting. Would not have expected a Charmer in back.
Yeah, but it kind of makes sense for any
protecting the fighting weakness.
potential
Yeah.
Machamp. Yeah. But fact is, you're not going to have a good time save swapping Quagsar into a Shadow Machamp anyways. And they let it go the move because they know it's over. Okay, Mirror Lead.
Oh, Mirror.
Always tricky. You need to take this Rainy Cast from down. So I always bait the first move because I don't really want my energy to go to waste, since my Ninetales doesn't want to see. Here I make a mistake. I don't wait until the 20th water gun, but my opponent miscounts and I shoot correctly. So at this point, okay, perfect. I don't really need to win the switch because I know that I can farm down with Sableye. So that's why I'm not throwing anything.
Yeah, I mean, I've had times where I realized after I threw the second move that they just let me do that. This is bad.
Registeel is kind of hard to deal with because it never dies and it hits so hard. But yeah, with those extra Shadow Claws, it was actually really positive matchup for Sableye. I can reach this Thunder before them because they didn't bait during the Mirror Lead, and I did, so I had more energy, and I'm barely able to reach this move. But I think I also had some energy stored on my Sableye.
Yeah, Sableye would have easily been able to finish that one. Okay, Mandibuzz again.
Okay, so the main reason why I usually bait it just because I need to bring this Mandibuzz low enough so that I can afford farming it down with Ninetales. I don't have any hard wall to Mandibuzz, so I can't afford leaving this Mandibuzz healthy enough. So I double up on Weather Balls, and I likely to switch into Sableye. Yeah. I can't shield because Mandibas already forced a shield in the lead, so I will farm this all the way down and having a return ready for Mandibas when it will be back in. And I let it go. And I don't
but
make it to the foul play. So they have energy and shield advantage. And this is kind of rough. So I just have to catch. Okay, I don't know why I throw the move. Okay, yeah, actually it makes sense because I was hoping to reach another weather ball. Yeah, my win condition was to double up again on weather ball, but I don't correctly time the charge move, and I let a full poison jump to go through, and this seals the fate. So well played by my opponent, but I could have won that game if I timed the charge move correctly. So GBL lead, kind of positive for me, and Charmer switch, very positive for me. Yeah, I will let this go. I'm waiting to throw because I want to give as less farm as possible. I didn't know that Wigglytuff actually wins CMP tie against Ninetales.
Oh,
so
nice. That's the perfect amount of farm.
Unfortunately, I will not be able to threaten a shield with Solar Beam. But yeah, still I will deal some nice neutral damage to this Earth Bunny. Okay, they don't shield. So at this point, I think I shield and then bait. And I have a Mandibas, so this is terrible. So they have to shield somehow. They have to shield, and they don't. They have to shield, and they have to shield. But yeah,
they're faith in the Mandy's bulk.
Okay, so I store.
Nice. Yes, making sure that you actually get the moves stored. That's huge. A lot of times we switch away when we're just out of range.
Yeah, I was worried about the earthquake, but here probably I should have undercharged, because now I will not be able to. Actually, this is a CMP tie. I will not be able to reach the return. Okay, I was thinking this was going to be a CMP tie.
One turn off.
Yeah, just one turn before. Yeah. So the play here, it just water gun down, and they leave with 1 HP and a dream, like Zion says.
Yeah, the classic.
Well played by them. Well played by them.
Yeah, really nice energy management, and I mean, I think the road to legend, you always have to get through a couple people with the hero, big shield calls.
Yeah, just they called all the baits correctly, and they landed all the baits correctly. So yeah, you can't do anything against these such things when they happen. So Scampax say swap. I live just barely to the second crunch, and they are not expecting the return.
Wow, huge.
Which feels nice. So now I can align safely my Ninetales to this Escavalier, and also Raining Transform has a fairly positive matchup against Golbat, at least in a low shield scenario. But actually, yeah, I don't want this Golbat to faint, because I don't want to give this Cavalier too much farm. So that's why I'm not throwing. So they are forced to throw.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, and I just need also
because your only lose condition is letting the S Cavalier get to double drill run. And be able to gain some energy, not taking a double super effective fire spins.
Yeah, lots of Mandibas, but this is a tricky lead because actually, although I have Thunder, I'm gonna lose this matchup. So what I usually do is hoping to force a shield that I also need to bring this Mandiba's health kind of low. So I will shield here.
They just really add up.
Yeah. Yeah, here bad timing on my end. So this should be a simple tie.
Nice.
And I'm still fine with it. This is all good farm for Sibylle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Shadow Claws. Nice.
And that right there is the tough part of the running air slash, because it does leave you a little bit more open to get farmed down since you're not getting to your moves as fast.
Yeah, definitely.
But this is still looking pretty positive.
Yeah, actually, I wonder what could have happened if they actually had a hard punishment for my Ninetales. So yeah, probably a Whiscash. Maybe I should have landed or a Solar Beam, or at least forcing a shield. So here by the same reasoning, I don't throw my move with Ninetales because I wanted to have more farm on Nidoqueen. So I'm gonna leave this Power Whip. And this foul play is not going to be enough, but one Shadow Claw will get the job done. So next game we have a positive lead, but not a very good switch. So we are kind of forced to stay in for a little bit. So here I hope to get a shield, and finally I get it. So I can switch into my Ninetales and starting going ahead with energy and farming up a little bit.
Nice, got an extra again.
Yeah, which is super nice. I deny the Snarl, which always feels good. 2, 3. This is going to be a CNP tie, and this is just barely not enough. So here I make a mistake. I should have let it go, but I really wanted to threaten a shield on this Nidoqueen, but they of course are not shielding, and they have an Obstagoon. So if I had maintained one more shield plus 2 Shadow Claws on my Sibylle, this game would have been super favorable for me. So they shield a return, of course.
Now you're stuck because even if you shield, they'll just throw another one.
Yeah. So here, my win condition is to land the Thunder, because the Thunder is 20 turns, and they suck on the Thunder.
Oh wow, what a catch!
Yeah, I don't know if they wanted just to. I don't know if they just wanted to avoid being hit by back-to-back Weather Ball, or if they really wanted to get hit by. I mean, or
yeah, I mean,
they wanted to.
I know. I'm like
catch,
speechless.
but,
Wait, how did that?
Yeah, just at that point I rage quit because I had already lost, and yeah, I was really smoking. But yeah, new game, new leads. You can't win them all. Sometimes you have to accept that people will play better than you sometimes, and yeah, there's nothing bad for, in this. But yeah, still, it still hurts.
Ooh, interesting. Diggersby.
So they are trying to mudshot me down. Yeah, it's gonna be a hard task. So Diggersby is not really great now because I'm forced to count with 9 tails and shielding correctly. And they also bait, but the bait here is very, very risky because if you fail a bait, you deal so little damage. Yeah, so little damage that is not convenient at all. Yeah, but I have a frostblast, so I can double up on this weather ball. I'm really okay with this.
Oh, nice snipe. And they concede.
So next game, another Obstagoon lead. So many Obstagoon lead. Obstagoon and Mandibas lead were the most common ones.
So
as always,
how far into Remix Cup were we at the point that these games were happening? Was this toward the end?
Yeah, kind of. It was the 17th of July.
Oh yeah. So I think one thing that at least needs to be said once is the AMG. It keeps getting better and better as the metas as we move through the 2 weeks. Because you can see like it just has such a good beat on what teams are actually running. There's a ton of poison, a ton of dark, but the poison makes it where it's hard to run charm, and man, Sableye just hard to stop if there's no charm.
Yeah, definitely. In fact, the first week of Remix Cup was terrible for me because I didn't climb. Okay, so here I don't throw for the same reason. I want to have more farm on Sableye. And yeah, actually, I was performing in an underwhelming way during the first weeks because the AMG was keeping suggesting me teams that I didn't feel confident with. Like for example, Mawile as a main Mandibas counter, which is it's just barely okay against it. Not really a super hard counter to Mandibas. And yeah, and for example, Hitmontop, which has a very tough spot against Nidoqueen, which was very common. And I had such matchups all the time, and until finally AMG finally learned the type of team that my opponents were running, and started suggesting me some very good lines. So here I lost the lead and I lost the switch.
Yeah, and sometimes that just happens. But it's, for me, these are the games that I'm always trying to play out because you never know. Never know what's in back.
Yeah, I spam in the Ninetales button and I have a Whiscash. So yeah, good game.
That was literally just, what are the 3 most meta hard counters in the order that would be your team?
Yeah, it's always fun to say. Okay, this is neutral-ish lead. Actually,
And the
yeah,
poison mud shot,
yeah.
poison sting, so
Acid
fast.
spray. I've never seen a quillfish running acid spray, but this one. So okay, and they shield the weather ball, and I'm not shielding anything because they are not building up to Sludge Wave, I think, if I remember correctly. But okay, now it is so low that I'm fine with letting this go, but they're switching to Shift 3. So yeah, I'm fine with it. I don't want to shield yet because yeah, and I will throw here because I don't want to get hit by a leaf blade. And I know that I will not suffer from any fast move pressure from this quillfish. And also, I'm able to fire another move at this quillfish, so it's fine. I will let this aquatail go. But actually, this is just an acid spray, okay, which is super
And
strange.
another
because,
one.
Yeah, which is super strange because acid spray is is way more expensive than aquatail. So probably they were hoping to be able to poison sting me down after the acid spray.
And I really like that you threw the return there because you knew you could get to return before you got the icy wind. So even if foul play might technically do a little bit more damage, it just ensures that you are throwing a big move before you can before you get debuffed.
Yeah, right. And then I go for the uh, for the catch that it might seem, yeah, it might have seemed unnecessary, but in my opinion was super necessary because I knew that quillfish win CMP tie and had a move stored, and I kind of needed to save the shield for that moment. So I needed to catch the acid win on the rainy cast form. So Sibyl, I think Sibyl wins, and they're switching to Dugong, so I'm fine with forcing a shield here. And then I will go into, okay, I farm up until I can, and then I catch the acid win on Ninetales.
Just gonna disrespect that the water pulse. just not a great charge move.
Yeah, and actually, what probably I should have done here was going for the solar beam because they are not shielding, of course, because they are already.
Yeah, they're already down a shield, so
yeah, they're down shield. So I should have gone for the solar beam. So at this moment, I'm thinking I want to leave the next Pokemon as less farm as possible, and I was trying to snipe this Dugong, but I ended up catching. Yeah, unfortunately, I ended up catching the Icy Wind, which is not super great. So I will shoot this Weather Ball, and I will hope to win the CMP tie against this Abomasnow, hoping this Abomasnow will not shield, and they don't.
Wow, what a call!
But now I'm gonna farm up some energy with my Rainy Cast farm because it's going to be more valuable. So I need to double up. I don't think I will. Yeah, I die with the move already, and
So close.
I surrender. And I surrender. Yeah, super close.
And who
okay, let's see something new. Let's see an obstacle lead, which I will play in the zero shield scenario. I think, yeah, it just
yeah, that just makes so much sense for your team comp. Like, let them if they want to shield. There's like the water gun pressure already gets that goon low enough that it just can't threaten either of yours and back. So just put the burden on them. If they want switch, that's fine. Oh, and you've got two amazing answers to Frostlass and back. So
Yeah, this feels great. So I'm gonna
and they're not switching out.
continue farm. Yeah. So this is really strange. So they must be something like Cresselia maybe.
Ooh, interesting.
Okay, so I don't know why they stayed in so long, but yeah, definitely.
Because they're
I have to
maybe
sell
hoping
my
that if they can get shields down, they'll just nuke your last Pokemon with a Shadow Ball. But we already know that Ninetales comfortably lives that regardless, so should be fine.
Yeah, definitely. So they're trying to reach Shadow Ball, but they don't make it. They surrender because I have a loaded Ninetales against an Energy Dry Frostlass. Oh yeah, good game. So neutral leads, a lot of neutral leads with my Rainy Cast form. It's nice. No real hard punishment for.
Yeah, it's been a obviously on this day it was a very very safe lead. Didn't win all of them, but it did its job.
Yeah, definitely.
Never was a liability, which is huge.
Okay, so now they switch to Sableye. They have two Shadow Claws of advantage, but I sneak one, so I'm just one behind. I shield this. I will force a shield here, or win the switch. In any case, I'm gonna shield twice and farm down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, just one before they get to the move. I have almost two foul plays, so
We can,
I can force a shield here.
Oh,
I
nice.
catch. Yeah, I really needed to save my Sableye. One, two. Okay. Probably I was
just get one, but yeah, like you don't want to get too greedy there.
Yeah, I didn't remember how much energy this Whiscash had, so I didn't want to exaggerate, to be too greedy. So I know this Registeel has no fast move pressure, so they have to throw. But I still have a Ninetales. Yeah,
nice.
My opponent recognized that. A lot of wins by surrender in this first part.
Yeah, and so that takes us to the end of that team. We'll come back with another episode with the second or with the second half of the climb. So yeah, a couple things that I thought we might talk about now that we watched all those battles were that Cast form was very neutral. It didn't win every lead. Your opponent always had the choice to go ahead and invest a shield and win switch against you. And there were a lot of times that you let that happen. And there was a couple of top left games, where you just get hard countered. But I think a lot of people, those games stick in their mind a lot bigger than the other, because it's 25 battles in a day, and you had a solid 22, 23 of them that were winnable games. It was only the small portion, the less than 5, that you're like in a very tough situation where you hard lose lead, you hard lose switch, and maybe your closer can win it back, but that's not super realistic. But at the same time, those games just they don't prevent you from climbing. They don't prevent you from getting to legend. Sometimes you just hats off to your opponent, and they had a great line compared to yours. I thought it's also really cool seeing how as we go through those battles, how a few of your strategies evolve. You know, because you were seeing, okay, the Mandibuzz just will not shield the first move, and then it was interesting because the Dugong shielded the Thunder, but Dugong is predisposed to shield the first move because they're going to debuff you.
Yeah.
So it's almost like an interesting reverse of another Pokemon with bulk, but it's like you amplify that bulk if you shield the first move, and
Yeah, of
everything's
course.
debuffed from there.
It's just in some particular moment you have to ask yourself, if you bait and you fail the bait, is it better or worse that if you don't bait and you fail the not bait? So yeah, it just most of the time for neutral matchups like Rainicast from versus Mandibuzz, you just need to take this Mandibuzz solo that you can farm down with either of your Pokemon in the back. So
yeah, and if Weather Ball wasn't such a good move, you'd probably feel a little more pressure to throw that Thunder, but just the consistent every 12 turns throwing a Weather Ball, 12 more turns throw a Weather Ball, and it's not as fast as like Politoed, but the water gun damage almost does an equal job pressuring shields, because
yeah, it's just a small Dragon Breath, and so I kind of like it. So especially if you have got a Pokemon with some fast move pressure, you just don't need to go for the big move, because the main damage output that your Pokemon can unleash is represented by the fast moves. So if you consume all your energy, yeah, this is not really great, because you're not going to charge up so quickly like a Politoed would do, for example. So since a Politoed has no fast move pressure, but it just a lot of spam pressure, Politoed can of course afford to go for double Blizzard against the Mandibuzz. I cannot afford to do that.
Yeah, absolutely. If you throw that Thunder and it gets shielded up, all of a sudden that goes from like a matchup that you might soft lose to a matchup that Mandibuzz might have just so much health at the end that you're really in a bad spot, because you really don't want to let your Ninetales go that quickly, and Sableye's not going to be able to do much fast move damage, and you really need to land the big return to be able to threaten Mandibuzz's health.
Yeah, especially because
if you had a team that was better, or you had harder counters to Mandibuzz and back, maybe then you could be a little more aggressive with
that's super true. In fact, in another team in the second part of the video, I had Alomak in the back, and so yeah, this can give me some more room to try the big Thunder on the Rainicast form, because I know that even if they shield, I can Sludge Wave the Mandibuzz and pretty quickly, and take a lot of damage, and deal a lot of damage to this Mandibuzz. And there's no need, for example, to take so much damage if I have to farm down the Mandibuzz with Ninetales, for example. If I know that I have something like Albumac that can throw a Sludge Wave for the 40% of the Mandibuzz health. So it also the baiting strategy, the baiting decisions depend a lot on what I have in the back and how I plan to approach the farming moment. I mean, not not properly defined moment, but yeah, the moment when I let my lead go down, and I need to kill their lead as soon as possible in order to get some kind of advantage, either energy or shield, if they shielded the thunder. But if their Mandibas shielded the thunder, and I'm almost sure I'm not going to be able to reach another thunder, and the Mandibas cast for matchup suddenly gets so dominating for in their favor, and I'm still forced to come into the battle with Ninetales, but I cannot afford to farm this Mandibas for the 60% of the health.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
yeah.
Like then it just becomes one of those issues where now you've let your lead go and your second is at 50% or less, and you're really not really far ahead on energy, because at that point it's probably going to take a couple of weather balls to kill the Mandy. So yeah, that takes us, like I said, to the end of this section. I'm really excited to see the next three parts. Do you think we can just knock these out like today, tomorrow, Thursday, Friday? Would that schedule work for you?
Yeah, of course. I'm
Okay, awesome.
really fine with this.
Yeah, these are super high level battles. I hope everybody is really enjoys watching them, and hopefully we can add a little bit of commentary to clarify any of the little details. But hopefully the battles, I mean, they speak for themselves, obviously.
Yeah, so thanks guys for staying tuned, even though we had some technical issues and at the beginning of the live stream. But yeah, thank you for watching. Yeah, see you tomorrow, at the same time. So 4 p.m. Texas time zone, more or less.
Yep, works perfect for me.
Yeah. Okay. Great. So see you tomorrow then.
Okay. All right. See you guys.
Bye bye, guys.